You join me today for the final two games of our championship season, our first season in the championship. The media are saying that there's nothing to play for, but we want to finish as high as we possibly can. Hello, and it's a warm welcome to episode 82 of To Be a Legend. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games against Blackpool at home, and then we're away to Brentford, our final game of the championship season. And as I said in the preamble, we're looking to finish as high as we possibly can, the highest that we've ever finished in this particular series. Of course, it's going to happen anyway. Because our first season in the championship. Just if you like today's episode, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. It keeps you up to date what's going on this channel, and it helps me immensely. If you don't mind, I'd be most grateful. Thank you very much. Since you were last with us, I don't know that there's a lot been happening actually, because I think it's a back-to-back episode. We have done a bit of shenanigans. I'll show you in a minute. Last time out, Norwich, it was a 1-0 loss. And then we had that 4-0 win against Luton Town. Harry Williams, Ashley Fletcher, Dara Costello and Isma Idrizi getting the goals in that one. There's, I say, a bit of shenanigans. There's not sort of shenanigans going on as such. We've had a few players in on trial, of course, and we've picked a couple of selections off them, and we've offered a contract to Jake Lewis. He's an 18-year-old defender. He's currently injured, of course. He was injured when he came in. He's 6'4". Let's get the attributes right. 6'4". Tackling is 17. He's got good jumping reach. His natural fitness is good. His bravery is good. His heading's good. He's only a 2.5-star current ability, but has the potential to be a 5-star ability. If nothing else, I think we can make some money on him. So Jake Lewis is incoming. We have offered him a contract. We'll see what comes of that. The other player is Enoch Bloxham. Not too sure. I'm not really bothered about him. We've offered Liverpool want to sign him, but they're and ahhing at the minute. He is suspended for the next match if he was there. He's currently 2.5-star. Has the potential to be 4.5 stars. It doesn't stack up as well as some of the others, so I'm not overly pushing this one. We'll see what I'm not offering him a big contract. If he comes in for a thing and we can make some money on him, all well and good, but I'm not overly done. One other thing that we have done though, if we go to where are they? They're in here somewhere. Part exchange player trials, that's what we want. We have picked up this guy, Bali Mumba. Currently a free agent. Well, he's not. He's on trial with us now, but he was a free agent. Had spent time at Norwich, Sunderland, went to South Shields. Norwich bought him for 750k. He's spent some time in the championship with them. Never really got good figures. I'm not sure why, but we'll go back down. Why it does that, I don't know. But when we go back down, if we actually have a look at him, he is actually slightly better than Joe Tomlinson. He's about 0.5 star current. So Joe Tomlinson is currently a 3-star, got potential to be 3.5 star. He's 3.5 star already, got potential to be 4, maybe 5 star. He's 25 years old. Can play in either of those positions, which is really where we want him, but he can also play as a defensive midfielder and as a central midfielder. So he would be quite good. So we're just going to see what his attributes stack up as, and then we'll be having a look at him potentially to come in on a permanent basis and add to the numbers. I think he'll be good back up with Dauphin and Joe Tomlinson in that wing back position, which we've been using quite a bit of late, of course. Today's games, Blackpool first up. We've played them 3 times so far this series. Only managed to beat them once in the FA Cup third round replay, which was at Edgeley Park, as is today's game. Previously, of course, at Bloomfield Road, we've lost to them 2-0 and drawn 1-1. So I suppose it's pretty much even Stevens for the series or the episode so far. So that's that one. And then we've got Brentford up in second game. I think we've only played them once. We lost at Edgeley Park by 1-0. We have to go to their place, and they are still fighting, I think, for a place in the playoffs. They are indeed. In fact, it all depends on what happens in this match. This round of matches. Who are they playing? They're away to somebody or other. They're away to Queen's Park Rangers, so they would expect to win that. And if they do, they will have secured that playoff place. Southampton have to have maximum points in order to catch them. So that means that Southampton have to beat Portsmouth in the late kickoff, an all South Coast derby. That, of course, Southampton and Portsmouth. Where can we finish? Well, the most that we can finish, 6 points on there. The best we can finish is 7th. Can't get into the playoffs. We could finish 7th, just outside the playoffs, and I think that would probably be our target. But it all comes down to what Southampton do today as to how much of a impetus that gives us on the last game of the season. We are 2 points clear of Middlesbrough, who are in 9th place. So again, we could secure at least 8th today if we can beat Blackpool. That's the first objective then in today's episode. We'll get on with it and get into our games. Let's have a look at the team then that will face Blackpool. And here is the team that will face Blackpool in this Sky Bet Championship. Match day 45, the penultimate game of this season. And this is how we look. Cartwright continues in goal, then Bridge, Sass Davis and Lewis make up our defensive line. We have Burrows and Adolphin as the complete wing-backs. Samek plays as the anchor defensive position in defensive midfield. May moves forward slightly, just a slight tweak in the tactic. He's playing the preferred position of box-to-box midfielder on support with Costello on the left. These two played really well last time. Costello as a winger out on the left, Richards as an inverted winger on the right-hand side. Drizzy gets the nod up front this time. Gunter, Williams, Scanlon, King, Mundell, Fletcher and Tilly make up the rest of the bench. And here is confirmation of those two teams. We line up very similarly, as you will see. They are playing very similar formation to us, apart from the fact that they've got 2 full defensive midfielders. Blackpool down in 15th with 63 points. We're in 8th, I think it is, with 65 points. Confirmation of the two teams. And our first highlight comes 5.5 minutes in. It's a Blackpool throw-in deep in their own half. A referee getting in the way. And Blackpool come forward. And that ball around nicely. But we need to stifle them. And they've gone over the top. Morris is in. Cartwright sticks his leg out, goes out for a corner. An outswinger from Penny for the corner. It's long and deep. Bridge heads it on, but only as far as a Blackpool player. Costello is there, whacks it forward. Throwing on that far side from Blackpool. They've got it into the area. Bridge back to Cartwright. Cartwright fires one long. Looking for a Drizzy. A Drizzy has won it off of the defender. He's on his own now. He's got to go on his own. He's put it away. He's 14th of the season. He will be our top scorer this season. 19 minutes on the clock. We go a goal up. And, well, that was a very good breakout. Drizzy was on him. Who was the defender? Hang on a minute. I'll go back in a minute and have a look and who the defender was. But lovely play by Drizzy. What a signing he's been. Right, before that clicks over, let's go, if we go back to here. We'll see the whole thing from the back. That was really good. Put pressure on him. Bridge cuts it out. Cartwright fires it forward. The defender is Mbete. Mbete is caught out. He couldn't control it while our Drizzy stepped in and just neatly puts it away. Sass Davis to Lewis. Samek. Richards in, finds May. May out wide to a Dauphin. Dauphin cuts it inside. He's got Samek in support. Samek's into the penalty area. In for Richards. Richards to Adrizzi. Adrizzi gets his 15th. And we go 2 up after 28. And it's almost too easy. Richards, I think, had a shot. We'll have a look at it from this angle. Samek. Lovely play by Samek. Pulls it back. Richards did have a go. Goalkeeper Foderingham could only put it into the path of Adrizzi. And a free kick now. Richards with a free kick. Can he score from here? No, he's come back off the woodwork. Foderingham says thank you very much. Blackpool with their own free kick now. Doyle. Swing this in. Looking for a head. It's headed across the penalty area. Morris is there. Doyle. Into the area. Morris has a shot and he's got it in off the post. 16th goal of the season for Morris. And Blackpool, in fact, it's ruled out. He was offside. Oh, yeah, just. Not a lot in it. Morris was offside. Didn't come back onside. And it stays 2-0. And that's the end of the first half. We've had 7 shots, 4 of which are on target. It's a good first half. 1.62 on the old XG. 55% of the possession. They've had 3 shots, just the one on target, which is pretty much the one that was cancelled out, I think. 0.64. 45% of the possession. It's a good first half. And let's just have a look and see what else is going on around and about that might affect us. We'll have a look at the table. We have moved up to 7th. Which would mean, I'm guessing, Southampton are losing. West Brom going very well against Birmingham. Oh no, Southampton, of course, playing later. They're playing later, so it's all down to the later game. But as it currently stands, we have moved up into 7th place, and whether we stay there or not will determine later. But for now, 7th place, just 4 points adrift of the playoffs. Oh, how ghouling is that? If Brentford, we beat Brentford and end up missing out by 1 point, just think of one of those games that we lost, a game against Norwich maybe, where we'd got a draw. Ooh. And with 73 minutes on the clock, we made 3 changes. Hakeem Dauphin, who's getting tired, he's come off. Lewis has moved out to that complete wing back. He's not his best position, which is why we need to have a backup in that position. Williams comes on for Hakeem then. Adam May also tarring. He has had a good game. Eli King comes on to replace him. And Dara Costello, again tarring. He's been replaced by Ashley Fletcher. And with 81 minutes on the clock, made 2 more changes. We've taken off Daniel Samek, brought on Romain Mundell. King drops into the sort of defensive midfielder, sort of defensive position as a deep line playmaker. Mundell is there as a Mazzala on attack, and the other replacement is Burrows, who wasn't having a good game, also getting tired. He's been replaced by Callum Scanlon. No more highlights in this game. Blackpool have had 4 shots, 2 on target, 41% of the possession. We had 8 shots, 4 on target, 59% of the possession. We did the damage in the first half. A player of the match game for Ismet Idrizi. 1 key pass and 2 goals for him. And he's had a good game. And we've kept a clean sheet, which is absolutely splendid. So 2-0 on the day. Let's have a look and see how that leaves us with 1 game to play in the Championship. And we come back on this screen because I wanted to wait until the Southampton-Portsmouth game was in. and they beat Portsmouth by 4-1 to retake the 7th place in the table. All we can do is what we do, and it comes down to the last game. We either finish 8th or we finish 7th. We can't drop down to 9th. There is a 5-point gap between us and Coventry, so the worst we can do is 8th place, which, all said and done, is not a bad finish at all. Norwich are promoted to the Premier League. Blackburn are all but West Brom can still catch them. 3 points in it. I'm not quite sure. I wonder if it's a Blackburn-West Brom final game of the season. But if you look at West Brom, look at their goal difference. 41 goal difference, 87 points. Sheffield United, Sunderland, Brentford have been confirmed as the last playoff team. They can't be caught by Southampton now. Southampton will be in the Championship for yet another season. Sheffield Wednesday and Birmingham had gone, and it's now Swansea joining them. So those 3 are relegated. Portsmouth have survived despite losing to Southampton today. Must have been worried at one point, but by virtue of, I presume, Swansea drawing 0-0 with Reading, it's all over as far as that is concerned. And Swansea and Sheffield Wednesday, of course, turning me down for a manager's job earlier in the season. You know what I said to that? So, good riddance to them, and we would have had them up the table. I feel sure we would have done had they taken us on. But we're still at Buxton. Buxton, we're still having a great time and great results. So, without any more to do, I will come back with any news items. In fact, let's go and have a look, because there was one news item I think we should pick up on. Where's it gone? Oh, is this? So, Buxton turned dominance into victory against Blackpool. Fine win, a 2-0 win. And also the other bit, of course, which we've already picked up on, is Brentford have secured a playoff spot. So, without all that said and done, we're going to wheel our way through, because we've got 7 days down to the next match, which is our final game of the season against Brentford. I will come back if there's any news items that should be brought to your attention. If not, we'll come back for the quick synopsis before the start of the game. As you know, I like to. The match momentum from that game against Blackpool, they had the first 15 minutes. Then we took over, scored those 2 goals in a 25-minute blitz. They had the last 5 minutes of the half. But 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, we had the whole of the second half. They never had a look in the second half. So, all in all, it was a good game. Well, no more news coming up. So, we will preview the final day of the Championship season. All 12:30 kickoffs, so everybody kicks off at the same time. And we talked about Southampton, who are 1 place above us. They play Birmingham today. Birmingham down in... I've lost Birmingham. Where's Birmingham? They are relegated, so I don't think we can finish. Probably it'll be an unusual result then. Brentford have qualified for the playoffs, so they won't be pushing too hard today, I don't think, but we'll see. Portsmouth, of course, now safe, so they haven't got to worry. It's pretty much a dead duck as far as end of day goes. Nobody can avoid relegation. Nobody can drop that aren't in the relegation zone now. And the only real thing that can be decided is Blackburn, whether they go up automatically or have to go through the playoffs. West Brom are playing Reading. Reading down in 10th place on 69 points. And where is Blackburn? Blackburn are playing Coventry, who are in 9th place. So second place 9th and third place 10th. That's how it is. It's going to be one of them days. Without any more to do, let's go and have a look at the team that will face Brentford in our final game of the season. And the team to face Brentford in this end of season match, match day 46 of the Sky Bet Championship. And the team that we finish up with looks very much like this. Cartwright is in goal. Williams, Bridge and Lewis are defensive three. Scanlon and Tomlinson play as the complete wing backs. And we have May playing in that box-to-box midfielder role. Samek as the anchor in the defensive midfield role. Could be his last game with us. We're struggling. He's out of contract in the summer, and as he wants about 18,000, I don't think we'll be able to afford to bring him in. So unfortunately, Samek could be on his way out. It could be the last time that we play him. Luca Gunter is on the bench, and our rather loanee Nathan Fraser still not completely fit from that injury that he picked up. He could play him today, but to be honest, he's not played that well, so he's not finding a space today. Matondo gets a start. I don't know if he's actually started a game. Has he started a game this season? He hasn't. He's had one substitute appearance, but he is going to make a start today and get a first start for us as a inverted winger on the left-hand side. Perry Moss, he gets a start as well. Managed to agree with him to stay with us for now. His preferred position is as a winger on support. So let's put him as a winger on support. And I think that means that we can push Tomlinson along as the complete wing back on attack. Let's see what that does. Drizzy gets the nod up front. He is our top scorer this season. Lovely's going to catch him. 15 goals. He's done very, very well. So that's good news. And let's hope he ends the season on a bit of a flourish as well. Drizzy. That's trying to say the word. Gunter potentially makes his final appearance for us. I'm not expecting to renew him. I'm expecting Xander Clark to take up the competition for the number one spot in goal next season. Sass Davis, Costello, Richards, Adofin, Tilley and Fletcher make up the rest of the bench. And this is how the two sides match up. They are playing a 4-2-3-1. Roberto Martinez is the manager. And we're sticking to the same formations we had at the last game. Brentford in 6th with 79 points. We're in 8th on 74 points. Confirmation of the two teams. And we have a highlight. It's 37 minutes on the clock. And Moss has brought down Pinnock and given away a penalty. Oh. And a save from Cartwright and a second save from Cartwright. And it goes out for a throw. We'll see it here. It wasn't really with conviction, was it? Cartwright saved it. And half-time comes. Just that one highlight in that first half. Brentford are on top. 10 shots, 4 on target. Looking for momentum going into the playoffs, I guess. 1.75, 45% of the possession. We've had 55% of the possession. We've had 4 shots. Just the one on target, though. 0.32. We need to, A, be having more shots. And B, we need to be hitting the target more. And we have a highlight. And it's Brentford with the highlight. 48 minutes on the clock. They have a free kick. And they've had a go and they've scored. And Castillo gets the goal. Couldn't get it from the penalty spot, but they've got it from another dead ball situation. And we go a goal behind. Oh, got a deflection. That was unlucky. Very unlucky. Come off the shoulder of one of our defenders. And with 48 minutes on the clock, that goal just being scored, we've taken off Jules Montondo. He's obviously been completely thingied, unnerved by the occasion, and we've taken him off and brought on Dara Costello to finish off the game on that left-hand side. Scanlon with a throw in to May. Williams. Bridge. Back to Williams. Samek comes forward. Adrizzi to Tomlinson. Moss. Moss is out there. He's going to look to try and get this ball in if he can. He's got it in. May's there. Oh, just wide of the post. Unlucky. And Brentford on the move here. But Drizzy does what a Drizzy does well, and he's got a foot in. Costello out there now. He has support from Scanlon. Scanlon back to Costello. Costello crosses it in. And Drizzy gets his 16th of the season. We're back level, boys and girls. 58 minutes on the clock. And, well, that change, Costello, just makes a difference out on that wing there. Scanlon back to Costello. Costello whips it in. And Drizzy does what a Drizzy does well. And that all stemmed, if I can say, that just stemmed from a Drizzy winning that ball in midfield back some time ago. In fact, we're going to go back and have a look at it very quickly. Here we go. Is this a Drizzy? It is a Drizzy. Right, so Chowdhury is on the ball. A Drizzy just makes a nuisance of himself. And there he is. He gets in, wins the ball. Ball out to Costello. Costello has support from Scanlon. Scanlon feeds the ball in, lets Costello run onto it, and it's back and in the back of the net. They have a corner now. Swung in and it's cleared, but only as far as a Brentford player, and there's still Shashua. Crossed it deep. It's gone over top. And with 17 minutes on the clock, we're making two more changes. We've taken off Perry Moss, who's not had too bad a game. Richards comes on to replace him in his preferred position. And we have also changed Adam May, who's... one thing we need to check is what his natural fitness is. It's not too bad, actually, and he seems to get tired very, very quickly. But he's off, and James Tilley comes on in that midfield role for him. Tomlinson on that far wing comes forward. Lewis, Samek nearly lost the ball. Back out to Tomlinson. Lewis scoots one over the top looking for a Drizzy, but the defender there and equal to it. Samek. Moss. Oh, Moss still on the pitch and just goes wide. And with 73 minutes on the clock, making our final two changes. Daniel Samek potentially comes off for the last time. He's replaced by Hakeem Adofin as defensive midfielder. And Ismet Idrizi, top scorer of the season, got a goal today. But he's not been on best form. But Ashley Fletcher gets the last 15 minutes or so. Throw in to Brentford. And that ball nearly won. And we'll miss Adrizzi winning those balls, which he does. And ball through. We got to be careful here. They're going to have a go. They're going to have a go. They're going to have a go. Well saved by Cartwright, who's had a fantastic game. And if he's not got player of the match again today, then it's a bad do. Richards tries to head that on for Fletcher. And they come again this time. Oh, Cartwright again. It's a free kick. It's offside, I think. And it's all over. The final game of the season. It's a 1-1 draw against Brentford. And we wouldn't really have expected that. But top scorer Ismet Adrizzi. A good sign-in. And he started the game. Got that goal, which was rather splendid. They had 18 shots, 8 of which were on target, 2.20, 44% of the possession. We had 10 shots, just 3 on target, 1.11, 56% of the possession. But Harvey Cartwright pulled a top draw performance out, saving from the penalties and then saving from the rebound, as well as making a couple of other really, really good saves as well when they were in and through the door. And he did rather splendidly. And Dara Costello coming on and doing a great job out on that left-hand wing. I think that could make himself make that his own next season. So good day at the office. And, let's go and have a look and see where that has left us in the table. Have we managed to get up to 7th? Let's find out. Well, it wasn't to be, and by virtue, Southampton were behind at Birmingham early in that second half, because we did move up to 7th place, but they did get an equaliser on 63 minutes. They ended up 1-1 as well, so it stays as it was. We have ended up in 8th place, which isn't bad for a first season in the Championship. 75 points from 46 games, 26 goal difference, and as I say, really annoying. 5 points adrift from Brentford come the end, where we could have ended up in the playoffs, but I don't think we really wanted to go up this season. But we'll have a go. We'll have a nibble next season, possibly, if we get the right finances going into next season. So there we go. So Norwich are promoted. Blackburn beating Coventry by 1-0. West Brom. What did West Brom do? I can't see West Brom result. Why can't I see? I can see it. They lost 2-1. Oh dear. So they will end up in the playoffs. So it's Norwich promoted automatically along with Blackburn. Congratulations to them. West Brom, Sunderland, Sheffield and Brentford are in the playoffs. West Brom will play Brentford. Sunderland will play Sheffield United. And then relegated down to League One go Swansea, Birmingham and Sheffield Wednesday. So there we are. We have completed our first season in the Championship, and we'll be coming back for an end of season review and a transfer special in the next episode as we look to our second season in the Championship. Can we progress further? Can we bring in some players that will do the business? There are going to be a few going out and a few coming in, no doubt. In fact, I can tell you of one. Jake Lewis, who we did have on trial, has agreed to join us. He will be joining us in June. He is a 2.5-star current ability, 4-5-star central defender. So he will join the defensive outfit that we have here. And Rafty Pedder looks as if he will be leaving us on a free contract, wants to leave. He looks set to be going to Newport County as it currently stands. So that is it for now. As I said, we will be back for the next episode, which will be an end of season review and transfer special. That will be out on Monday. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, it's a big thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification button for me. I'll keep you up to date with all future episodes of To Be a Legend and new series as they are released. Of course, it will also keep you up to date with our Chelsea Stands Proud, which is also coming to the culmination of a season. Will it be the culmination of the series? I'm waiting for comments below in that one. Go and watch it. If you want to keep up to date what's happening on this channel, then follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideToo. New episodes To Be a Legend released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's the end of season review transfer special, episode 83. It's out on Monday. Till then, goodbye.